What's up, guys? This is Courtney, one half of the Brothers of Deconstruction here, and I'm bringing you episode 6, I believe, of the BoDcast. I know I normally present the podcast as like a type of debate podcast. Really, they've just been more so discussions more than anything, but this might actually be the first like real debate that we have that'll be a little playful and gamey in the sense of like Screen Junkies movie fights or something like that. Um, yeah, so I got my boy Terrence on with me.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy at New T Sage, everybody's favorite nerd troll who talks a lot. And yeah, I'm here. What's up?
I'm so happy you put troll in that because if you weren't, I was
Wow,
going to.
wow.
I mean, we still cool. You know, I'm just super happy that you're self aware. That's all.
I mean, I have to be now because somebody's gonna say it. If I don't, they gonna include it in there, so I might as well
Yeah, that's
put
right.
it in there.
Good point. Good point. So I got Terrence on today, and he's probably one of the better people to have when it comes to like actually wanting to do a debate with. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about Terrence notoriously, I guess I can say, doesn't like Thor Ragnarok all that much. I won't say if at all, because I'm pretty sure you like it. You just don't
Yeah, I
like it as
like
much.
some things in the movie, but overall,
Yeah.
no.
So he doesn't like that. So I think that's a really good subject to start out with, and then we're gonna move to Guardians Volume 3. There's been a bunch of news regarding Disney or Marvel trying to get Disney to bring James Gunn back, but on a different project, this and that. So, as far as we're concerned, James Gunn isn't coming back to direct Volume 3. So, we're going to have like a little debate on who is our pick to direct Guardians Volume 3. Um, as normal, I came completely unprepared, so I have to kind of wing it just a tad bit. But I might come up with something interesting by the time we get to that topic. But yeah, so let's start out with Thor Ragnarok. So what I'm gonna purposely play contrarian. I do like the movie, but the reason why I say I'm gonna play contrarian is because all of the arguments or the dislikes about Thor Ragnarok that I've seen from people, I completely understand them. I just still love the movie. So I'm very much a middle of the road person. I don't really lean to one side or the other. Normally, I tend to see both sides of an argument. But for the sake of this episode, I'm just gonna go ahead and play contrarian. So let's go ahead and start out. What about why don't you like Thor Ragnarok as much as everybody else? As much as the rest of the world, I guess I should say.
Okay, with Thor Ragnarok, Age of Ultron, it's 2015. They're setting up a few stories to keep going in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
We get a Thor tease because Scarlet Witch messes with his mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's Thor in a Game of Thrones looking sex orgy party.
Yeah.
Everyone's having fun and it's looking a little doomsday-ish. And Hemdall comes and says, "Thor, you're gonna kill everybody.
Yeah.
You're the reason for Ragnarok that's gonna happen eventually." And Thor electrocutes people and is like, "Yeah, this is all your fault," and sees the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm thinking, so whatever Thor is going to, it's gonna be a doomsday apocalypse grim adventure that he's gonna have to come to terms with. Fast forward 2 years, then it's a comedy movie with Flash Gordon 80s science fiction vibes with Hulk thrown in because they had to put him somewhere. And so Marvel's starting to do team up movies more than anything.
Yeah.
So like with like if you looked at Age of Ultron Thor teaser and then you look at Thor Ragnarok, which has like grim, dark elements, but the comedy throws it away at every point that they possibly can. Every serious moment is either, oh yeah, 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 let's go past that, or It's just it doesn't sit with. And the serious parts of the movie I did like how with Hella, she was saying, I technically I'm in the right here because I was born first,
Yeah,
but I just got crazy and Odin locked me away. And the mural that's above the throne room, it was really me first, but they just hid it away because they didn't like what they saw.
yeah,
So that was a really big thing with me, like how it shows family not being what you want, what you really think it is, and with the legacy that we have as like with heroes and Thor's journey of not needing the hammer, which I really didn't like that because Mjolnir is cool in the comics, but it's
yeah.
just a weapon to be used and destroyed and replaced. But yeah, like the comedy was so just like it was some of the parts were funny, but just this is a doomsday scenario. It had Ragnarok is the Norse mythology end of the world,
Yeah.
and this was like we got it, but just the road to get there wasn't what I thought it would be. Like that's the one time Marvel needed to go big or go home with the seriousness and treat the situation like, yeah, Thor, you're gonna screw this up. So yeah, you should like feel some emotions and not just like, oh, it sounds like you had a personal relationship with that hammer and it should have affected you and all your whole family is dead and it should have affected you greatly. Nah, let's go. Come on, I got a hope to fight. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
So
You
that's
know,
what movie with me.
yeah, again, just like I said, I'm much of a middle of the road person, and I understand all of those complaints about the film. Um, I do, I do think when you said, you after the Age of Ultron thing, you thought that it was gonna, you think it should have been, much more a doomsday scenario that Thor comes to terms with. Um, I actually do think that we got that. Now, the complaint about the humor, I mean, again, I like the movie, and I think it did a good job of setting up. Um, I think it did a good job of setting Thor up as this character, because I will admit, I think he was a tad bit boring in some of the other films that he's appeared in, or he didn't really have that much to do. um the first Thor movie I liked. Thor: The Dark World is absolutely god awful. It's a very, very forgettable movie.
It barely counts as a movie.
Yeah. And it's funny that you said Game of Thrones like vibe from that's the vibe that you got from Age of Ultron, because as everyone knows, Alan Taylor directed Thor: The Dark World. And he's most known for directing several episodes of Game of Thrones. Um, but I used to blame him for like the way that the Dark World turned out, but then there was an article or something like that came out that said like a lot of those Phase Two movies got affected by the committee that was in place at Marvel before Feige started reporting directly to Bob Iger, and Thor: The Dark World was one of them. So I don't completely blame Alan Taylor for that, but originally it was like, hey, he said the movie was taken from him in the editing process, but we have Terminator Genesis to look at too, and that didn't turn out all that great either. Um, but I think very much so, Thor. They had to. One thing I'll say, they had to do something different. So I will give them. I think they should be given credit for that. Now I can agree that going from Age of Ultron, seeing his vision and everything that he had, yeah, shit looked like it was getting real. And I do think that we still got that vision. It was just given to somebody that wanted to embrace the more weirder aspects of Thor's character and looked at Kirby's art direction for inspiration, because from the original title card they debuted at Comic-Con, and then we went on to get the video game intro title card. It made sense once we knew that Taika Waititi was going to be directing the film. Very much has that weird New Zealand humor. What do they call themselves out there? Kiwis?
I have no idea.
I don't know why that's a thing. I don't know what the Kiwi thing is about, but New Zealand has a very particular sense of humor, and so I think it was still a doomsday adventure, and he ultimately did have to come to terms with dealing with the fact that, hey, I have a fucking murder crazed sister.
I think Thor might be the adopted one.
Look, at this point, you might be right.
Hela and Loki look oddly alike, and Thor is the blonde wonder.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Frigga is blonde.
Oh no, I'm just joking. But
yeah, I know.
Thor looks like the odd man out.
Yeah, he definitely does. I will say though, one thing with Thor Ragnarok, I really wish they would have touched more on the fact that Odin is the worst father in the MCU.
Yeah, hey guys, your sister's coming, and she's kind of crazy, and the only reason she's never done anything is because I'm keeping her away. But I'm dying, so that's about to go. So, yeah,
I blame Loki for that. Honestly, I really do blame Loki for that. Had he not fucking banished Odin to fucking New York, then we probably wouldn't be dealing with Ragnarok. But we got to make movies, so hey, Loki kind of screwed the pooch on that one. But getting back to it, I really do think that we still got the Doomsday Adventure. It was just underneath
orgy party references, and
it was shown to us through a kaleidoscope.
Yeah,
that's the best way to example it.
The movie really filmed weird. It kept looking like if the characters were in large backgrounds, the background itself looked weird because it was just them talking in the backgrounds and locations of it. That really threw me off.
Well, I think the one thing that bothered me the most was I hate the fact that they changed the scene where Hela destroyed Mjolnir, because originally that took place in the alley in New York. And Waititi said that he felt like for that type of moment, it shouldn't have, the location of the alley in somewhere in New York kind of, I forgot what word he used, but it kind of not ruined the moment, but it didn't give it enough value, I guess. But the green screen is very, very noticeable when they're in Norway. And it really did take me out of it. And I think it would have driven it home, at least to me, a little bit more if they had, after they see that Loki left Odin on the steps of a fucking old folks home and it's getting demolished. I think it would have hit home more if they just randomly found bum Odin walking around New York. Because one, it would have been funny, but then it would have been like, Loki, what the fuck did you do? Odin is literally walking, crazy bum Odin is walking around New York. We cannot have this. So I think it would have driven it would have made it hit a little bit closer to home for me, at least.
Yeah, I could see that with Odin just being a little homeless and Doctor Strange hey guys, y'all need to go.
Yeah, why is your entire family down here? I can't have you guys over here, down on Earth. Something's going wrong if all three of you are here. But yeah, I mean, I again, I enjoyed the movie, and I think the comedy, I think they did a good job of setting up characters that ruin moments. Like one of the main complaints that I see is about Korg ruining the moment of Asgard actually getting destroyed. But there were several times in the movie, at least to me, where he made comments that were totally inappropriate. Now,
I can't think of any. What was inappropriate?
well, I think, well, not inappropriate. Timing. I mean, inappropriate
Oh,
timing. So when referencing Doug, oh, hey Doug, everybody that's fought the Grandmaster Champion has died. Hey Doug, you fought him. Oh wait, Doug's dead. And it's like, why do you guys have his fucking body sitting over there then? Like, there's a bunch of things that was like, this guy doesn't have timing down, does he? Like, as far as like making inappropriate comments. All right, but
it's just like with in the beginning with what's the
Surtur.
flame guy? Yeah, like when Thor kept turning around, I was
Yeah,
like, all right, okay, like come on now,
yeah,
for real.
and I saw that. I knew that was gonna get. It was still funny to me, but I knew that was gonna that would come off as getting tiring to some people. But then I was like, well, he is on a chain dangling. There's really nothing for it. To me, I looked at it as it wouldn't make sense for him to just stop turning.
Yeah, but it's just like he was like, wait, okay, wait, now you can go. Now turn back around. Okay, now you can go. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
and I
dude, just
think I think that more so adds to Thor's, and I think we got a bit of continuation of this in Infinity War, but I think that adds to Thor's like cockiness when he feels like he has the upper hand in a situation, because clearly he was just trying to get information out of Surtur, because he told him exactly that. He was like, so the only thing left to do is for me to bust out of these chains and knock that tiara off your head. Cool, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I think it was really just him like toying around with Surtur and just him being that cocky. He did the same thing with Thanos. Thanos whooped his ass, killed his friend and his brother. He said, "You die for that." What did he do? Everybody's talking
he
about him.
avoids the head that
Right,
he should have hit.
exactly, because he wanted to gloat and tell Thanos. And he even told him, "I told you you would die for that."
Thor's
Meanwhile,
biggest idiot of Infinity War. You heard it here first.
hey,
Y'all
look,
stop slandering Star Lord. We know Star Lord. Thor had a prime opportunity,
he did.
but
And you know what? I never really got why. I know we're bouncing all over the place, but I never really got why people were attacking Star Lord, because that's within his character. Everything that we've seen with Star Lord in the films, he does not do well with
I mean,
like
yeah, because in
emotions.
two, which was garbage, but we'll get to that later.
Oh
Like
Lord.
as soon as he realizes it's a shame I had to put the cancer in your mother, he
Yeah.
immediately blasts his father, a celestial or not. He murdered his father. Like if his father was a regular human or anything
Oh yeah,
else,
he be dead as hell.
he would have been dead. Like he blasted him down to the skeleton,
Yeah.
and
Not even to
he
the skeleton.
regrew.
He blasted him down to the fucking nervous system.
Yeah, like he was gonna die. He snapped out of it immediately and murdered him. So
Yeah. So
I mean, it's
I
just
never
cause
really
maybe like we
understood
were
that.
all in the moment. Because even I felt it when he started talking to him. I was like, oh no, please no, no,
Yeah.
no,
I
Star
think,
Lord, no.
and I guess we can kind of before we get to the volume 3 stuff, I guess we can kind of uh go into volume 2 a little bit. But I I really, one of the best moments in the theater, one of the best experiences in with volume 2 in the theater was that moment when Ego was telling him he killed his mom, because at that point, at least in my theater, the entire theater got quiet.
Well, I definitely didn't. I watched it on my laptop. I was not giving it. I was excited for Guardians 2 right up until it came out, and then I was like, nah, I would just nah.
Wait, what happened there?
I
What?
don't know. Like, you know how a movie looks good, and then just something just. I don't really got to see this at the movies. I could wait on it.
Yeah. I've done that with a couple of films. Um, but yeah, so I definitely think that um, I understand all of the complaints with Thor Ragnarok, but I would definitely say it's still a great film, and it's definitely the best Thor movie. I've seen people make
I
arguments,
mean, that why? What is that saying with the track record that Thor has?
but I've seen some people make arguments for the first Thor being the best Thor movie.
Ugh.
I haven't watched those video essays yet, but they probably make some good points. Um,
I'm cool off of most of early Marvel. Definitely a Thor movie. Early Marvel. Ugh.
I mean, shit, Iron Man is still in people's top five.
It is definitely in my top five for sure.
I put it right outside the top five for me.
Shout out to my friend Jimmy. Thor Ragnarok is not a top five Marvel movie. You are wrong, and I want you to know that.
Jesus Christ, you starting beef already.
No, it's just because he says the Thor Ragnarok is a top five Marvel movie. I'm just like, no, no.
um, I mean,
Never.
I can see why. Again, it's a very. I think people. I think people do this with most of the Marvel films, but I think most people rank them on entertainment value. And Thor Ragnarok is easily one of the most entertaining Marvel movies.
See,
So I can.
I could just name like Ant Man, Ant Man, Guardians One, Civil War, Winter Soldier, and Avengers: of Age of Ultron. All to me a lot more entertaining to watch.
That's interesting. Because I would definitely. I wouldn't put Ant Man there, but I put all the other ones up there. More entertaining, being more entertaining than Ragnarok. But not many people have Age of Ultron that high. I don't know
I will
why.
die on that. Age of Ultron is so good.
It
The
is.
last 40 minutes, just beautiful.
It is, but I don't really. And one thing that I don't. I called this out on Twitter. Of course, I'm a nobody, so nobody responded. Thankfully, though, because it probably would have started an argument. Um, I don't get why everybody is upset with the Natasha Bruce relationship in Age of Ultron, yet they're okay with Vision and Wanda. They started at the
What's wrong
exact.
with them two? I mean, what's wrong with Vision and Wanda? I mean, because Vision and Wanda, that's the end all be all for them two. Like
Yeah, but I
that's
think
it.
most people are rooting for that because they know that's what happens in the comics. Like, it technically, if you go back, it came out of nowhere. Like, Age of Ultron happened, Vision saves Wanda at the end, and then all of a sudden in Civil War, they're like a couple, kind of.
I mean,
Yet,
but do like
but in
Bruce
the
and Natasha, like for real, like
but in the Avengers, Fury sent Natasha to
I
go
mean, yeah,
recruit
because they have
Bruce.
that little scantily. Did you know, like, you could kind of see it, like, because her going, but it's like in the grand scheme, what did that do? I mean, yeah, well, actually, in Avengers, they were in scenes a lot, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't think it was any. I mean, because people are gonna like, I would say Winter Soldier, Steve and Natasha seem better suited.
I've seen people like say that, but it didn't surprise me that Natasha and Bruce were an item because again in the
But
Avengers, like they like after he hulked out and he nearly killed her and Thor had to save like had to jump in, there was like a little moment between them after that because then he was like there was a moment in the movie where he apologized to her and he was like yeah sorry about that and so it's just seeing that and then the rest of the movie like it made sense when I saw them being an item in Age of Ultron. Like I kind of get why people didn't like it,
it's
but
also that big that big scene with them at the Hawkeye's house where she's like, where she's like, I'm a monster because I can't have kids.
I
That's
think,
also a weird
but
thing
I
that,
think
that
people are
rubs
misinterpreting
people.
that. I don't think she was saying she's a monster because she can't have kids. I think she was saying that they, the Russians, did all of these things. They sterilized me. They trained me to be an assassin. Um, like, who's the monster now? Like, I think she was referring to the fact that she's basically been trained to kill people, and she did it very well. And I mean, if we're going according to what Loki taunts her with in Avengers, like, didn't she kill somebody's daughter? Like, again, with that whole "there's a lot of red in my ledger" thing, like, I think she was referring back to that. I don't think it was like, oh, I can't have kids, I'm a monster.
Oh
I,
no, I think because I am a murderer.
yeah,
I am
I
I
think
murdered
that's what it
a
was. I
lot.
think people were just misinterpreting that whole thing, and it's like, we didn't like this, and then this scene just doesn't add to it, and it's like, you guys are reaching, but okay.
I think it's just how she was comparing how Hulk he can't have it because if he gets excited, then I'm gonna. That's a very odd situation to be in. And for her, like she can't have a family, partly because she's a murderer and because she literally cannot have kids, and how people took it as people that can't have kids
Our
are
monsters, yeah.
monsters.
Yeah, people don't understand nuances in film, um, clearly. But yeah, I just think it was more so like, hey, he's, because I saw that pairing, and it being like, hey, they're similar. They can't have these things. These things do not work with them. Um, and with Bruce is like, look, yeah, I can't have a family because guess what happens with most parents? They're gonna get angry at you if you do something or if you don't do something. Bruce can't afford that. If he gets angry, he really has to have the temperament to be a parent. He literally can't have that. And plus, I don't know if the gamma radiation sterilized him or whatever like that. I don't.
Pretty sure I think his heart rate too. Like if
Yeah,
he gets excited, then
yeah, yeah, that too. But I do think that it's like, even if he could, like the physical part, if he could have kids, I don't know if he'd be able to handle it. Like, you need to be very patient with children and everything like that, and he'd be exercising that all the time. Um, but yeah,
well, he's about to turn into Professor Hulk, so
mm, good point. Uh,
eventually, or he's just gonna fuse and be a Hulk body with Bruce's mind. Calling it now. You heard it here first.
did we hear it here first when that's been floating around the internet?
I mean, yeah, yeah, fair enough. Because they got the concept art now, but it was all because people. It was either that or people were like, "Oh man, he's gonna go world breaker."
That really makes no
Yeah,
sense.
no, they've been misused. They've been mistreating Hulk for years. They're not gonna finally, at the end of it all, okay, now we're gonna do right by you and give you world breaker Hulk.
Well, I wouldn't say they've been mistreating them. It's just unfortunate that Universal has like first rejection rights on a Hulk movie.
It's not
Uh,
even that. It's just how they're used. Like with the Russo brothers thing. Oh, he wasn't afraid of Thanos. He was
oh,
tired of
that
being
was a
used as
cop
a
out.
weapon.
No, that was. I'm not buying that at all. Sorry, Hulk got his ass whooped, and he did not want those. He did not want any of that problem again. It makes sense. Like, I'm not. I'm calling bull. A whole bunch of people are calling bullshit on the whole. He's tired of coming to save Banner's ass and being thought of as a
Which
weapon.
because in Thor Ragnarok, it just does not make sense with
Yeah,
Hulk.
yeah,
With Hulk, Bruce, he killed himself pretty much when he jumped off the ship to stop the wolf,
yeah.
and then Hulk comes out. I mean, because he can't die. Bruce will not die because of Hulk, and Hulk was happy to fight the wolf and was about and tried to fight
Surtur.
Flame Monster.
Yeah,
Like,
he literally jumped and punched Surtur in the fucking temple.
and he was like, "But I want to fight." So
Right.
like, what do you like? What do you? Come
Yeah,
on, help me out here.
that whole thing just doesn't make sense. I'm not
I'm gonna
buying
tweet
it
that. I'm
from.
gonna tweet that now. So I'm gonna yeah. I have a tweet for later about that now
Oh
because
Lord.
and then so you mean to tell me the 30 minutes it took from trying to fight Surtur and you get on a ship and Thanos comes, then and now everything's like no, 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 no,
Right.
nope.
Well, how much time has passed uh between Ragnarok and the end of Ragnarok? Because remember, Thor had that whole shiny ass new suit in the post credit scene for Ragnarok with the new eye patch and the black uh what is that you can call it? Chest piece, chest armor, vest? Is that a vest?
Armor, just that armor.
Yeah, he has like the new shiny black armor and shit versus like
I
the
mean, they couldn't be out in space for that long because space is a straight line in the Marvel universe. So they immediately popped up, saw Thanos. So they couldn't have been there that long. I don't think Hulk had a real, huh? I'm tired of saving you because what are you doing for me? Huh? Let me
oh,
quit.
oh, I completely agree that I'm calling bullshit on that. But yeah. It's
And Thor Ragnarok got retconned all up and through Infinity War, and now we're here. You need you have an eye patch? Get a new eye.
well, we all knew that was gonna fucking happen. I was hoping it didn't, but we all knew that was gonna happen.
I just like it ruined the money shot of the trailer when he jumped down and he's all
Oh
lightning,
yeah,
and it's just but in the movie it's his eye. I'm like, dang it!
yeah.
I
I
like
mean,
my symmetry. That was
yeah.
perfect.
Well, Marvel is notoriously known for like editing trailers or not having
I
finished.
like how everybody suddenly realizes that with Infinity War, but not any of the other movies that have done that. Infinity War, oh bro, we didn't see Hulk and everybody run up in
Yeah,
Wakanda. You just noticed that now?
yeah. That's
This is the first
hilarious.
movie.
That's
This is the
absolutely
first movie
hilarious.
they did that.
Yeah,
Like for real.
they've been doing that they've been doing that for so long. Like it's kind of hilarious. But
Yeah,
now
Age of
it's
Ultron, wherever it was only the Avengers, it wasn't Scarlet and Quicksilver there, but now you see it.
yeah.
Plus, and yeah, even Thor Ragnarok with the eye patch.
Yep,
So,
with the eye patch. But you knew, I mean, we all knew that they were going to give him the eye back in Infinity War. Hell, I saw people calling it early that Rocket was going to give him the eye, which I thought was fucking hilarious because that is a detail that you will forget.
yikes.
That Rocket fucking collects cybernetic parts.
Yeah. So,
He
man,
looks a little cross-eyed too. I don't know if it's like if he has on the contact or they like CGI'd the eye or something like that. But after he touches down in Wakanda and he like says like bring me Thanos, like he's looking real cross-eyed, like cockeyed. Like it's very, very noticeable. It throws me off just a little bit.
dang, what else? Infinity War. Oh yeah, like with the whole Thor. Thor spent the whole movie. You're special. You're not the god of hammers.
Yeah.
I need a Thanos weapon. I need a Thanos weapon immediately.
Yeah.
This is no. I need a weapon immediately. Let's go. I
What
need a weapon. I need a hammer. I need something. Let's
well, I
go.
think in that case, um it was more so I think the dialogue by Eitri, um giant sized dwarf Peter Dinklage. Um I think the whole like it's a king's weapon. They can summon the Bifrost, this and that. Like I really just think it was like, hey, this is a Thanos killing weapon. We need to pull out all the stops. I think that's just what it came down to ultimately.
Yeah,
Um,
just like the lesson you learned 30 minutes ago is you don't need all that. And then you just, well, forget that. It's like with Iron Man 3 and Age of Ultron. I'm done being Iron Man. I blew up all of my armors. Age of Ultron. I cannot stop. I am addicted. I
well,
need Ultron.
if that's more so just in his character as well, because that's something else we're gonna get into. I guess we'll digress into. Jesus Christ, this has devolved so quickly. Um, but I think they kind of had to give Thor like Stormbreaker and make Stormbreaker able to open the Bifrost, because how else was he gonna get to like Earth in time to not kill Thanos?
Should have went to Titan. Should have went to Titan.
Uh,
Like you want to like if you were gonna go where Thanos was, why didn't you just look for him and go to where he was instead of I'm just gonna assume that he's going there.
well, I think it was. I mean, Rocket is pretty tech savvy, so I think Rocket could have easily traced the energy of the. I mean, Thor still had to have taken a guess that, after the conversation with Gamora, he knows that the Time Stone, as far as he knows, the Time Stone and the Mind Stone are still on Earth. So if you have Rocket like trace that energy or something like that, you can see, hey, this a bunch of this shit is happening on Earth in this one place in Africa. Yeah, he's probably there. Let's go there. That's just my guess.
Yeah, I just think that if Thor was a smart cookie, but I know he not, I would have been like, where is Thanos, specifically him, and not his army that I'm sure my dumb little friends can figure out. I'm
But
gonna go where the purple Barney is.
but they were getting their ass handed to them though, so. And that would have removed the one of the best scenes in comic book history. Him touching down on fucking.
Wow, that's a mighty claim.
I mean, it's truth.
That's a biggie. That's a whole nother thing with the top
Hey,
theater moments for a movie.
hey.
Spider-Man Homecoming would definitely have it if you weren't spoiled on Vulture.
Yeah.
In my theater, you erupted for like 5 minutes, going crazy when Vulture opened the door. That was great.
Well, I'm not saying it's the top moment. It's one of the
Oh
top
yeah, of
moments.
course not. The top moment would be like Justice League released because uh, garbage movie.
Um, but it's definitely up there. You get Stormbreaker fucking coming out of nowhere, knocking motherfuckers down, and then he touches down and just goes ape shit. It's like, okay, at least they didn't nerf him again. So they.
The transition to when he slams his hammer to Thanos coming out of the portal.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's absolutely
That
great.
was like, okay, that
Yeah,
was smooth
yeah,
slickness.
and that's just a continuation of one of the best moments as well. Because after everybody in the theater was like cheering and shit like that, it got immediately quiet when that nigga popped up back on screen.
Because then he's on Titan, and now we're like, okay, wait, everybody's there, so now this is about to go, and we get a glorious battle, and he does one of the best things I've ever seen when he throws the chunks of a moon down on them.
I knew
That
that once they showed that scene. I saw that scene in the Comic-Con leak trailer
yeah,
from 2017, I believe. Um, I knew that scene was going to be great in theaters. I
I
just
kept
knew it.
rewatching it because I was just like he threw a moon. I couldn't really see it, so I thought he threw the entire thing at them.
Shit, it was
But
still great, even though it was chunks.
yeah,
Like, technically, you still threw a moon at him, especially that big ass piece of damn near killed Tony. That was a big ass chunk of a moon.
you throw another moon at me, I'm going to lose it.
Yeah, you're literally going to lose it, sir. Everything. People don't normally get up and walk, have armor protect them from fucking giant pieces of rock hurtling toward them. Going back to your Iron Man 3 point, I think that's just a continuation of Tony's like character. Like he went from like he go we're showing him being so obsessed after the events of the Avengers that it was natural progression for him to continue trying to build. I mean, even in Age of Ultron, he's like, when the idea of Ultron, he's like, look, I want to put armor around the Earth. There needs to be a protective force there. Like, he's just so obsessed with kind of like stopping another fucking invasion that, you know, it kind of takes him on the deep end. So I just think that's just a natural progression of. I don't think that's the retcon. I just think that's just him being like, yeah, you know what? I am Iron Man. I don't need the suit. And then it's like, but if I'm gonna protect everything, I need to start doing this again. Because funnily enough, Tony, he's very much so come off as like, I can do everything by myself, but I have help, so I guess I'll work with him. That's how he seems to me.
Yeah, I think Tony likes the community now with how he's treating Iron Lad. I mean, Spider Man. Definitely Spider Man. Not Iron Jr., even though he's up under his butt most of the time.
Yeah, he's excited.
He needs to. Nope, not gonna. Yeah, let's move on. Cause I'm gonna slander Spider-Man and how he just should kill my favorite Black Order member.
Hey, look. It's all because he watches movies, man.
That's so garbage. No one talks like that. You seen that old movie, Aliens?
Yeah, I will say the fact that he's calling every movie old is a little weird. Like, just be like, hey, have you seen this movie Aliens?
Like, bro.
Because I have conversations like that with people. Like, I'll bring up a reference to something, and nobody will, like, the person I'm talking to won't know what I'm talking about. And I was like, you haven't seen the movie so and so? And they'd be like, no. And I'm like, what? Have you been living under a rock? Like, you haven't seen Pulp Fiction? How?
I haven't. Never mind.
Oh, nope. Jesus Christ.
I just watched American Psycho today, so yeah.
I still haven't watched American Psycho. I've been meaning to get to that movie for like fucking 5 years. I just haven't yet.
Christian Bale, I hope. I don't know if he did, but he deserved all the awards for that movie.
I don't think he won anything for American Psycho.
He needed to, because he was great at it. But yes, James Gunn being a little freakazoid.
Oh Lord, let's not get deep into that. Okay, so James Gunn isn't doing Volume 3. They're still going to make Volume 3 as far as we know. Reports are that they're still going to be using his script, which to me at least is a tad bit weird because James Gunn always does several drafts of his script, and he's, as far as we know, the draft that he turned in is the first draft. So I'm still wondering, are they going to bring somebody in to kind of redraft it, or is that going to be like the final draft that they're going to use? Because I'm not sure I want them to make that movie if they're using like a first draft of the script.
I want them to scrap it altogether.
Scrap the movie altogether?
No, not scrap the movie.
Just scrap the script?
Yeah, like start off with day one, 2.0. Let's just scrap it. And whoever's the new director, do it, see what they want, or use an outline for James' vision. I don't know. Just get him off the movie as far away as possible.
Yeah. Okay, so who's your choice for Volume 3?
I'm Kevin Feige, and I'm sitting in my Thanos chair, realizing that the Guardians cast are being little idiot children. I'm bringing in a Justin Lin, I think his name is, from the Fast and Furious team.
Okay, he also did Star Trek.
Exactly. So he's right in the science fiction, family action type thing, and the Guardians are a big family of idiots. So that fits right into what he's been with.
Okay, Justin Lin. I'm gonna go a little outside the box. and I'm gonna throw in some not requirements, but I'm just gonna throw in some curveballs here with regards to both of our choices. But they're already talking to him for a movie, so I won't pick Antoine Fuqua. Um, I'll say it's a toss up between David Fincher and Fede Alvarez, and I think I'll pick Fede Alvarez, even though I think there was a report that either Warner Brothers or Marvel came to him about a movie and he like wasn't really all that interested. But I picked Fede Alvarez, director
What
of
is?
Evil Dead, Don't Breathe.
No, you're trying to go scary with it.
Exactly. So the one curveball I want to throw in, if we're Kevin Feige with our respective choices, you could make the decision to either stick with Gunn's script or throw it out and bring somebody else in to write it. With Fetty, I think he co-wrote Evil Dead, and I believe he both co-wrote Evil Dead and Don't Breathe. But if I'm Feige and I pick Fede Alvarez, I want to go with the story that I go with for a Guardians movie. People naturally assumed Adam Warlock was going to be the next villain of the Guardians film, even though Gunn got on Twitter and said he never said that. So if we're heading towards phase 4, obviously Volume 3 is in phase 4, I'm picking Fede Alvarez because I want to lean towards like a possible story surrounding Warlock and Magus, or using Annihilation, like bringing in Annihilus. And if you're using like the Negative Zone and bringing in Annihilus in that army, I want that to be, it can be colorful and all that shit, but I need that to be scary looking. And I think Fede is a great choice for that.
If I was Justin Lin and I was on set, I would be like, listen, folks, first, killing all of you off in the first 5 minutes.
You killing the entire team off in the first 5 minutes?
I'm killing, okay, maybe I'll leave Star-Lord, Rocket, and Groot. But Gamora will probably stay dead, hopefully, maybe, because she is barely showing the deadliest woman tendencies. Well, actually, wait, okay. Star-Lord, Nebula, Rocket, and Groot. You can't separate Rocket and Groot. You can't. They're beautiful together. So I'll take them 4, but the rest of them gotta go. And then the movie would be a mix of the new and old Guardians.
So Sylvester Stallone team.
Yeah, like trying to find out either what happened to them and who did it, and it's a revenge movie, or the Guardians just retire off into the sunset and go their separate ways, like a Guardians disassembled type movie, while their old enemies could go after them.
Now, when you present the revenge movie, like who would they be going after for revenge?
The gold people.
Okay.
Yeah, the gold people.
The sovereign.
Yeah. So if they have to use Adam Warlock, even though I don't see the hype with Adam at all. So Adam Warlock be the villain of the movie and the Sovereign, and maybe some of the Kree. Well, no, wait, they saved the Kree. Wait, well, some Kree might feel bad that Ronan died. So, and he died from the Cupid Shuffle. So some people might feel bad about it and try to seek redemption for him.
Yeah, because I can imagine even though it happened on Xandar, I can imagine word traveling that Cronin was killed.
Intelligence.
Okay. Well, yeah, if I'm Feige and I'm hiring Fede Alvarez, I've given him freedom to to put his stamp on the movie, but it's definitely going to be based around like bringing in Annihilus. Now, as far as like continuing that off Avengers 4, obviously we have no idea how Avengers 4 is going to turn out. We don't know if they're going to bring the entire team back. They're going to leave Gamora dead.
They're gonna somehow all the Guardians will be dead, and you can see like a big eraser just coming down from the sky. Nope.
Jesus Christ.
Nope. Sorry, not happening. All of you dead. Nope. Everybody else gonna be like, wow, strange.
I can definitely see you making that a mandate to be put into the movie.
Be like, hey, Russo, I know you guys are in post-production as we speak, but whatever scenes you have with the Guardians, you have to put a gigantic eraser coming down from the sky and just smudging them out. And then you're going to hear me on a laugh track, just laughing. Then get back on the movie.
Now, my next question is it because of, well, do you really have to, like, I think out of all of the actors, I'm assuming you want this to happen because of the way that they've been acting with regards to like the whole James Gunn.
As their comeuppance, since they want to sign letters in favor of Gunn and Batista wants to.
Well, I
will leave right now if you don't use the script. I will leave right now.
Well, I think more so than anything, like, just erase Batista, because I haven't seen, like, I understand the letter, like, hey, we don't support like the old tweets, or we're not forgiving him for the old tweets, but this is a friend of ours that we've been working with for fucking 5 years. Like, we know him, so we're in support of him, but we're not defending the past. I can understand that, but yeah, get Batista the fuck out of here. He's like flipping out. Now Batista is acting like a kid. He's acting like a child. Everybody else has been very, very quiet about it.
That's because Zoe trying to make sure Avatar 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are good, and she gonna be on that for the rest of her life. Star-Lord, he's a white man. He'll be on anything. He got Jurassic World 3, which, and side note, Jurassic World 2 is garbage.
I was gonna say, was Jurassic World 2? Is that even gonna warrant a sequel?
I mean, it got $1 billion, so
it did.
Somebody it passed $1 billion like almost immediately.
Jesus Christ! All right.
Yeah, even though I don't think they knew what they were signing up for. That movie was stupid, but yeah, he got Lego Movie 2, and he can do whatever. Mantis, she better hope and pray DC need another Katana or something, because I don't know where she's gonna go. Karen Gillian, she can do anything. She's wonderful. She's the light of my life. Who else is on the team?
Bradley Cooper voices Rocket.
He got a movie with Lady Gaga, so he like, look, y'all can do whatever, but I'm about to direct and act in my movie, so do what you want. I'm good. Vin Diesel, he got Fast and Furious money, and they'll play that.
And forever. He's also doing Bloodshot.
Yes, Valiant. Yes. So they're all fine at various levels, but Batista, he might have to get that kick. Drax might start playing the sax finally.
Look, I think if anything, just toss Batista or recast him like nothing happened, like they did to Rhodey.
And he just gonna walk down the hallway. Hey, Drax, you look the same. Yep. Just going about your day.
No, I think with Drax, I think it could easily. Why would I look any different?
Yeah, like I've always been like this forever. You know, Marvel should like redo the whole show Iron Man 1, but with Don Cheadle, where Terrence Howard should be.
That would be hilarious in Avengers 4. They do a flashback all the way back to the first Iron Man, and Don Cheadle is there.
I I mean, I think because the way, I think I saw pictures of like Bucky in the Hall of Iron Man armors.
Really, I didn't see that.
It was like a long time ago, but I'm pretty sure it was Bucky in behind the Hall of Armors. So, hey, who knows? Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. That's Avengers 4.
Wow.
I don't want to see any footage from Avengers 4. I just want the movie. I don't want to see anything.
I think I might watch the teaser trailer and that's it.
See, no, because if I see it, I'm gonna obsess over every minute of it. So I'll be like, okay, so Ant-Man's there, Captain Marvel's here, so okay, they're gonna link up, and then five
Because
seconds
I can
later,
only I've even I think I have a good enough self control to not do that because I even stopped like theorizing about Avengers 4. I made my video. I got that out there. And then after that I was like, you know what? I made like a couple of comments here and there. But for the most part, I just stopped theorizing about Avengers 4. So I think I'll be able to just watch the teaser trailer and then just leave it at that.
I don't think I think I'm gonna have to watch it because people are gonna ask me, bro. So what's the info on that? I'm gonna have to like
You're gonna have to
analyze.
you're gonna have to mute everything. You're just gonna have to log out and stay logged out
I'm
for like
just,
2 years.
I'm saying that like with Avengers, like around Avengers 4 time, I'm gonna have to like leave the internet and just
Yeah.
wait. I'm gonna have like maybe a month before it drops. I'm gonna just go silent. I'm gonna be like, I will be back when I see Avengers 4. I'm not playing with y'all because this like Infinity War set a precedent of like how social media is gonna act with this movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So because Infinity War, everybody was like, I'm tweeting from the movie theater Thursday night when I go see it.
Yeah.
So and I'm like, bruh, like even
Yeah.
though I was off of it, you did. I was like, I'm gone a week before. I'm gone.
Oh yeah.
Bye. Peace out. Not you're not. I stayed in my group chats, and I did not look at the timeline until I saw the movie.
Yeah. And
The
I saw it.
people.
I saw the movie. I had already switched. I had already started my new position at work, but I was on nights. I'm on nights now, and so I woke up and went to go see it. See like a 11:30 or 12:30 showing with one of my friends, like Friday morning, but like Thursday night at work. Most of the time during lunch, I check my phone, check the timeline, whatever. I left my phone in my locker. I was like, you know
Ooh,
what? I'm gonna just stay off the TL because I know it's niggas on the TL saying they spoiling the movie as soon as they see it Thursday night. So I'm gonna just stay off. And I did not check my phone at all. If I did have my phone with me, I didn't check Twitter. I was like texting friends or, responding to group chats on Facebook Messenger. But other than that, like, nope. So with Avengers 4, I definitely just might have to like just like leading up to it because I think they're gonna push the date back for that one as well. Because
they're gonna
it's
push it. I think they're gonna push it up because they're already saying it might be in April again.
yeah, I think they're gonna push it up to April too because right now it's tentatively scheduled to come out on my birthday next year. But if the April date is like the everywhere else release date and my birthday is the US date, no, I'm gonna just have to sign
I'm
up
gonna
for
be
like,
like, look, you little UK, because I got some UK followers. I'm gonna be like, look, all of you,
oh no, I'm
shut
signing
up.
out. I'm signing out and I'm staying off like the middle of April. I'm logging off. I'm closing my tweet deck on my laptop. I'm uninstalling the app from my phone. If
Yeah,
they keep
Facebook
the
and
deepest,
Facebook can't do anything to me, so I'm good on Facebook because I only got friends and family on there, and they can't do anything to me. Twitter, they'll be like, "Bro, did you see this?" And it'll be from the movie. I'm just like, "Bruh, are you crazy? What?" Oh yeah, Avengers 4. You like it's basically like a tornado warning. You know it's coming, so
just get prepared.
get Yeah, get with the times and log out. And I know we're gonna go through the spoiler conversation again. I already know we are as a Twitter community. And we're like, bro, why are you talking about it Thursday, 8 o'clock? Well, you should have saw it when I did.
Yeah, like
Opening
for
weekend gonna be a hellhole.
oh, absolutely. I'm not gonna be a part of it though. I'm gonna
I'm
stay.
gonna be in group chats talking about it and screaming on the phone because it's
Yeah,
only
I'm
gonna
gonna
break
be
me
on the
down.
phone. I'm gonna be on iMessage, Facebook Messenger, um, in the text talking about it. I'll sign. Now that's uh if they don't move it up to April again. But even if
That's gonna be
they
the most highly guarded movie of the decade, probably.
yeah.
I need a 3 hour
Oh, absolutely.
I need a 3 hour monster movie.
Just like Infinity War was like I think 3
2 hours.
hours or something like that. And they cut it.
Counting previews, it probably got to three.
Well, no,
If
I
it was
think no. The
two
actual
hours,
movie was like a little bit over 2.5, but I think the original cut was like closer to 3. And I'm like, nah, Avengers 4 needs to be a solid
I
three
need
hour movie.
I need everything.
Yeah, I don't take nothing out. Leave it in there. We don't need on the DVD. We don't need no deleted scenes. Nothing like that. Just give us a gag reel and a making of feature, and we good. We don't need no deleted scenes. Keep all of them in there. I want my 3 hour movie. I will gladly sit my ass down there and enjoy every minute.
Yep.
But I'm signing out. Whether or not they move the date, I'm signing out of Twitter like the middle of April. I'm not reading any articles. I'm not reading. Um, I'm gonna have to watch myself on YouTube.
I remember when the Infinity War teaser dropped and everybody was like, we were all just like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
And
We
see
need it.
when the teaser dropped, the funny thing about the teaser, I was at this was when I was on day shift. So it came they debuted it on Good Morning America at like fucking
Because I was on the
9 in the
bus when it
morning.
watched and I was crying on the bus as I watched it.
See, I was at work. It debuted at like 9 in the morning. I'm at work, so I'm like, fuck. And then one of the maintenance guys at work is like, "You see that new Avengers trailer?" I'm like, "Nah, man, I've been here. I ain't got to my phone yet. I know it's out. I ain't seen it yet." So I like furiously go run to my out. Like my manager was in the break room, and I was like, "Yo, can I see your phone so I can watch this trailer?" And I was like, look,
Oh,
I can't have y'all judging me in case I'm sitting in the break room crying. So let me go run to my car. So I like ran to my car and watched it, and I was like going ape shit in my car. But no, the teaser trailer I did a reaction of. So I didn't watch the first teaser trailer until I got home that night because I did a reaction to it. But I think the first full theatrical trailer I like watched at work. I like ran to my car and watched that in the car. And I was like, this movie is gonna be fucking turnt.
I like this leaked San Diego trailer, cause no D23, whichever. I think it was D23 that had the leaked trailer, and it was like a real horror story because like Thanos popped out, and it felt like everybody was like just scattered and lost and sad, and
Yeah,
Thanos threw moons at people, and I'm just like, bruh, I
yeah,
need it, I
yeah.
need
I
it.
was like, I want, and I was telling one of my coworkers when we were talking about it. I was like, I wonder because they had an Entertainment Weekly had that issue, that like 17 cover spread that they did. Um, they had the screenshot, I guess you can call it. They had the photo of the moment when Thanos was about to throw the moon. And so I was talking to one of my coworkers, and this was before the full theatrical trailer came out. Because Marvel got smart. They stopped releasing like 4 or 5 trailers, and they released a teaser trailer and one theatrical trailer, and that was it. Um, and I was like, they have to show. I mean, they don't have to, But for the general audience to know that Thanos is not to be fucked with, they just might have to put the moment where he crushes the moon and throws it at everybody. Just so people can get an idea like, hey, you do not mess with this person. Like, this guy isn't here to kind of like get beat up or whatever like that. No, he's here to run fades and get these Infinity Stones. I was rooting for him throughout the entire movie. I was the only person that was clapping at the end of Infinity War. Everybody else was sad as hell. Literally, one girl was mad as fuck. Like, when the movie ended with Thanos smiling on his little farm, there's one chick that was like 4 seats away from me was like, that's some bullshit. Like, it was the funniest shit.
And when people started going to dust, they was like, oh no, no.
Like, this is hilarious. One of my friends was telling me, one of my friends back home, we went and saw Age of Ultron in a group. It was like 6 or 7 of us. So she did that again for this one. And I was fucking crying when she told me this. She said when Spider-Man faded away, one of her friends that she heard at the end of the fucking aisle was like, he's just a boy. And I was like, oh my fucking God. I was like, just that image of somebody yelling that. Like, I was inconsolable. Like,
yeah,
Jesus
when
Christ.
me and my uncle went to go see it day one because I was like, I'm not playing any games with any of you people.
Right.
I will leave you to go see this movie.
Oh, yeah,
do
absolutely.
not play with me.
Yeah.
So be where you need to be because I will leave you like you playing, but I'm going to see this movie immediately because I'm not going to get spoiled on it waiting around on people. I'm just not.
Absolutely.
So we went to go see it, and then when the snap happened, I sat up in my seat like, "Oh my God, they did it!"
Oh yeah.
And then when Spider-Man was the one that really, I was like, "Bruh, no, just oh my God."
Yeah,
like, I don't want to go, please.
Yeah.
I don't go.
Absolutely. Like, that got to me, and then Spider-Man scene was probably one of the most heartbreaking in the moment. But then what happened when James Gunn confirmed what Groot's last words were? Like, I literally saw that when he tweeted that, and I broke down crying.
What were his last words? I never saw that.
Somebody asked him what was Groot's last words, and he was like, "Dad, nigga." I fucking lost it. For anybody that's listening that doesn't know already, I have some very unresolved issues with my father passing away when I was younger. So those type of moments affect me in movies. When I saw that, I down there threw my laptop across the fucking room.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, you're not about to have his last words be dad, and he's turning into fucking backwood. Like, what? Yeah,
and then with Black Panther got a reaction too because he just got his movie. I went to go see it a second time with my friends because they didn't know what was gonna happen. So I was just looking at them the entire time. When it got to the end, like, all right, now let's see which one of you break down.
Yeah.
My cousin broke down because of Groot because he somehow likes teenage Groot.
Yeah.
He was like, bruh, Groot, really? You took me to see this movie and it's Groot? For real? Black Panther got a reaction because he just got his movie, so it's like,
yeah,
what? How? What? Spider-Man got a reaction, and everybody else was just like, oh.
Hey, you know what? I think one of the more heartbreaking moments was Bucky. I think
to Bucky to kick it off, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, and it wasn't like Bucky's dusting wasn't like this grand moment or anything like that, like how we're talking about Groot or Spider-Man or whatever like that. But I think the subtlety in Steve's reaction, like Bucky walks up, Steve, and then falls and collapses, and Steve slowly walks over there. Like when
the whole it was like as soon as Thanos snapped, I'm like, okay, wait.
Oh yeah, that part. Wait. Yeah, that part was amazing. That is the greatest moment ever, and I will argue anybody. I sat up in my seat
like they did it. They really. So I'm like, so what's about to happen now?
Because as soon as Thor didn't go for the head, I think that was a great moment as well. Him gasping for his last breath and then using it to say you should have gone for the head. And then I was like, wait, what? And then he raises his hand and does a snap. I literally yelled in the theater. I did my best Ric Flair impression. And then it just got quiet.
when he teleported, I'm like, so wait, what's happening right
Yeah.
now? Like,
He
what
got
is
the fuck out
happening
of there.
right now with this? And just as the dominoes fell, and uh, I want to go back in time and see myself
Yeah,
see the movie for the
absolutely.
first time
If I could be the
because
fly on the wall.
yeah, just to see that and flip out again. And even though in the back of my head I was like, okay, so clearly none of this sticks because of who they're killing off. So, but in the moment, it's a double edged sword. Because on one hand, since we're so ingrained in like, okay, so we know Iron Man 4 is coming out in 2025, so something's gonna happen with that. And knowing Spider Man got a sequel coming out next year, so clearly he
But
coming back.
but I honestly think. Well, I have my own particular theory about Avengers 4, but I think people are disregarding very much the fact that Spider-Man: Far From Home could be set
A
before
flashback
Infinite.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it could.
that's what my friend Armand is saying. He's saying it takes place before Infinity War.
Yeah, because
Because then
from what
even
we've
there's a
heard, he's not
tight
getting a new suit.
window. Like, they got a tight window to like hype up the movie because Avengers 4 come out April or May, and then Spider Man comes out in July. So how's that gonna go?
Yeah. Um, that's one interesting thing to think about. How are they going to market the movie? But as far as we know, he's not getting a new suit. So I think it could be set before Infinity War, or if it is set afterwards, I mean, they just got to make sure. Because I don't think Disney or Marvel has any say over how Sony markets the movie, because it's still a Sony Pictures movie in association with Marvel. So I think Sony still very much has like most of the creative control when it comes to marketing the movie. But you have to think that Disney has some type of say to stop them from giving away anything that would spoil the ending of Avengers 4.
And if I remember correctly, and if they stick with it, Avengers 4 takes place. I mean, Homecoming 2 takes place seconds after Avengers 4 ending.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Avengers 4 is like a Secret Wars type thing, but I know it's not. So I guess I could give that up.
I'm
But
still
it's just
hoping that
like
it's
the
Secret
ending
Invasion.
with no. But it's like this is the only thing that's giving me the Secret Wars vibe. Like at the end when Spider-Man like the world resets and or is different and Spider-Man's like, did we just do that? Yeah, it happened. Then they just go about their day, but the world is clearly different. But you still go off into your thing, your movie.
And I think going back to like the heartbreaking moments, um, I think the most heartbreaking thing about Bucky's dust thing was Steve touching the ground where he fell at. To me, that's what made it heartbreaking. Like Steve in disbelief, and he touched the ground to make sure it was real because he didn't know what was happening.
Yeah,
Um,
he wanted to save his boyfriend.
oh God, here you go. Um,
Even Bucky, they
how you
they
gonna
mess.
how you gonna match Steve and Natasha and then Steve and
I
Bucky
don't
as well? What
Civil
type of love
War.
triangle is this?
I got some boyfriend vibes in Civil War from them too. Steve went above and beyond the line of duty for Buck.
I mean, that's what you do for your friends.
If you got mind control, you need to fess up and figure it out. And
Ain't nobody else trying to hear that you got mind control though.
a and you lied about it and kept a secret that pertains to me too. Nope. Mm-mm. You got to bounce. You got to go. You got to get your arm blasted off or something.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, that this podcast devolved very very quickly into talking about Infinity War. But I think we got out
Well,
most of
can't
what we were.
say that I am a Marvel hater or contrarian because
Wait, you said what?
no, like, people can't say that I'm a Marvel contrarian because I just talked about Marvel a whole lot and I love it. So
I mean, that don't
I just want them to do
necessarily
better.
mean nothing, but I also didn't think
Hey,
you
I
were a
just want
Marvel
them to do
contrarian.
better if they've been doing it for 10 years. That's all. That's it. I just want them to do better.
I can see that. I can see somebody saying that. But
Yeah. So,
um, you got anything else or?
follow me on Twitter at new T Sage. Um, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm mainly on Twitter. Yeah. Be kind to one another and yeah.
Oh, here he goes saying this shit. We finna get off, and
What?
he about to jump on the timeline saying, "Fuck all you niggas, y'all kiss my ass, this and that."
I'm not even that. Wow. Wow.
No,
I'm gonna
that would be something that happens. You would get somebody that's like, just respect one another, and then immediately jump on the timeline and be like cursing somebody out or some shit.
no, I'm the
Not saying
nicest person on your
I wouldn't say that, but you're definitely not like that. So I can vouch for that.
timeline. I'm the nicest person you know. Okay, don't rebuttal it. Just let it happen.
It's a no for me, dog. It's a big no for me, dog. But yeah, so that's episode 6 of the podcast. Like you said, go follow him, New T Sage on Twitter. Um, yeah, guys, this is the last podcast episode for right now. Um, Leaving on vacation out to California for PMC on Wednesday. So we'll be out
Are you going
there.
to that?
Yeah, been going to it for the
Ooh.
last 4 years.
Oh, did not know that. Shit, I should have, but
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna be fun. Are you gonna dress up as a Power Ranger?
Nah, I haven't gotten into. I was thinking about it, but then I remembered that it's like almost $1,000 for one of those cosplay costumes. And if I'm a
They don't have your high requirement.
and if I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna get like the little homemade shit. I'm gonna actually get like the one of the costume makers to.
You wear a small, don't you?
Absolutely. Terrence, I weigh more than you. You're just taller than me, sir. Let's not start this.
I'm 190.
Maybe if you have bricks in your pocket and you're soaking wet.
I'm 6'4" at 190. So yeah.
I'll believe it when I see a scale.
What? Okay, I'm gonna go weigh myself after I get off. I'm gonna go weigh myself. Okay. All right.
And I need video. I don't need no picture. Pictures can be doctored.
I'm gonna doctor. Okay, please cut off your podcast because you being a goofy.
Hey, I'm just so people can't Photoshop pictures now.